So we're just going to take you through a little guided whistle-stop tour of the new induction plan and manager guidance. This is all in one, which is nice and helpful and handy. So as you can see, this is for a functional team member, so office or remote, it doesn't really matter. Here it gives you a few stepping stones in what you need to hit on the first day, first month, and 2 to 3 months. It will then give you the first step, so you'll need to prepare for your new starter. We have some examples of what we mean here. It tells you exactly who this is intended for and provides you with some direct and useful links, which is helpful. So we've got the fourth Mapal link just in there. If you use Navigator, and we also have your flow management login too. The first part you'll go to is it'll ask you if you can please learn into your personal Mapal Learner account. This is just for direct access to the links, as quite a few of them go directly to the library in there. The first thing you'll see is a little embedded video that we put in here. So this just lets you know about the new company information workbook called Welcome to Inspiring Learning. Your adventure starts here. So you can scan the QR code to see what it looks like, or if you don't have that particular app on your phone, there is a link. Here it just gives you some examples of what you need to be thinking about and arranging before your new starter starts with you. The next stage here is, as it says in the plan, you then need to start preparing an induction plan for day 1, week 1, month 1, and month 2 and 3. What we've done for you is we've mapped out a bit of a plan for those particular timelines, as you can see here. So day 1, this is what we advise that you run through on the first day. Let's not make it overwhelming. There is again some links in there if you need to prepare. The same for week 1. Week 1 then is added in a first probation meeting, as you can see here. All probation meetings are now online into Flow, which is really exciting, and they all are pre-assigned in advance by the system, along with the company information and all of their compliance modules as well. So that's something that's new in there. So the first probation needs to start within 7 days of their start date, so from day 1. And then you have a mid probation review, which is at 6 weeks, and the final probation at 12 weeks, or it could be longer depending on what role you are in. But it does provide you with all of the information just here. Also, it gives you a little bit more information what happens at the end of probation. So there is then final probation is signed off by you online now through Flow, and then within a week of probation sign off, you then need to set their objectives. This will then give you a little bit of a video just to show you how you as a line manager can assign their objective setting form. There is a QR code or a link, and also a direct link into the MDJ library. The next little checklist you've got is now a role specific checklist. So it provides you with some of the e-learning they need to complete on Flow, and then asks you just to enter in some learning tasks that they need to learn for their particular role. It just provides them with a nice plan of action for 1, this is what we're going to talk through and this is what we're going to go through, and then 2, here is what you need to learn in able to do your role. So we've just given you a little bit of an example: conduct and mock customer service calls and handle common customer inquiries. So that just shows that that's a bit of a learning task that they need to go through for that particular role. As you can see, there's plenty of space. There is a final sign off just at the bottom. So when everything on these lists are complete on the checklist, so that is activities day 1 to month 3, and then any of the learning task, we will ask you then to sign off just at the bottom. Further down, there is a direct link to the hybrid and flexible working policy. It's really important if your team member is hybrid, so works part-time office, part-time home, or is fully remote at home, that you go through this policy with them, and then at the end you will need to fill out the home worker checklist at the bottom. That just shows a little bit of health and safety around their setup at home, and also what they're going to do to stay in touch with yourself and the team. Also, as you can see at the bottom, there's some contact details for support. So if there's any help or support on the induction process, then my contact details are just below, just there. And then for any support on the probation process, then please do contact Julie Price in HR, who's a senior HR advisor. Now, all of these checklists we will ask you to please upload into their probation forms at any point. So you will be asked to tick when complete, and then at any point, so you can tick everything off, and then we'll ask you to upload those into the probation forms. So it's basically what you've done so far. We can run through the probation forms at a separate time. But all in all, that is the induction pack, and there is a separate video for the managers one, which we'll go through now.